Johnny, good talking to you today, man. So yeah, here's how this works. Let's look at this rack tom and play the rack tom and just look at the frequencies that are going on here with this sample. Now you see all this low end stuff down here. That is definitely not part of the sound. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we're going to put a low cut here. 36 dB. You can go even more if I want. And now when I turn this little, now you're only listening to what I'm taking out. Unless you have really good headphones, you're not going to actually hear that. I have it on mine actually. So now if we look at the frequency, the light gray area here is showing you what you're pulling out. Look at all that information down there that does not need to be there. And believe me, when a whole band's playing, there's all this stuff like that. So if we listen to it again, you just hear a little bit of what I'm taking out. Now if I went higher, you get in the low end of the tom now, right? So we don't want that. So I'm pretty conservative about it. Same thing here, this super high end, this 23 hertz, I guarantee you there's nothing up there. So do a high cut over here, cut it, start bringing it down. Hear that little click? You might want that in there, but maybe not. So let's say I do 7K. I'll turn it off and I'll turn it on. I'm just doing the high end on and off. And you see all that information it's taking out. That's quite a bit. See that light gray area right there? That's all that high end that's just getting in the way of vocals and different things. So, okay, so that's just this thing, right? And this EQ is great, by the way. This is the Q3 because you can really tune the drum, take out 500 hertz, which I generally do. Depending on how much you want, of course, but I'll do something like that. Bring out the actual high end of the instrument, which is here. Bring up more lows, maybe. There you go. If I shut off the EQ, that's what we had before. But the main thing is you're cutting out all this low end that's not in there and this high end that's not in there. Let's look at another instrument. Let's take a look at a flute. This is a sample. And what do we got here? See all this low end? There's nothing. The flute's not playing that. That's the microphone moving. Excuse me, the stand moving. So let me pull it down to that. It could be the air conditioner, it could be anything, right? So let's listen to it now, and I'm going to drag this along to see where it goes, right? Not hearing any flute, right? So really, I mean, I got everything below 240 cut. And what that does is it allows the toms, the floor tom, nothing's, you know, the toms tend to be in this area here, right? The fundamental, at least. You know, anywhere from 300 down to, 60 hertz. I mean, depending on the floor tom. So look at all that you just cut out. All this information that's doing nothing. Same here. Look how high that's going. There's no way it's going that high. I mean, a flute's a high instrument, but let's see what we can cut out. Not that much, but watch. So I'd say all that I can get out easily, and I'll turn it off and on so you can see I'll turn it off here. I'm just the high end I'm turning off. Okay, so that's that. And let's just do a quick guitar thing. Let's see what we got here on this one. Okay. Quite a bit of low end here. The EQ is great. You can hold it like that and see what notes are popping out. And then you can actually pull out a frequency like that, proportional. And you can actually listen to what you're taking out. This is really interesting. Check this out. That whistly kind of thing. And of course, you can change the Q of that. You can do whatever you want here. That's the Q. Or the gain, you can do it here. Okay, but in any case, let's shut that off. I'm not using that. Let's open up a low pass filter. Let's listen to it. That's where the low end starts, right? I mean, it kind of starts around here. So, like, you know, I don't want to take out the low end of the guitar. So I'm going to go like there, play it safe, right? Okay, let's take a look. If you look now, what I took out though, the light gray on the right, on the left here, all that frequency is gone now. And it was doing nothing. I'll turn it on and off. Let's take a look at the high end now. It's hitting right around there. Okay, there you go. Great way to like smooth out your sound too. Like you want a warmer sound, do like a 24 dB and then start dragging it over. There's your warmer sound, right? And then you could put a low, not a bell, but actually a low shelf. It's a darker sound, of course. Might not be right, but that's how easy it is to do it with the CQ. And you can actually EQ the sides too. As I do that in mastering, like if something's too bright on one side, I'll take it down that way. Okay, so that's good. Let's do one more quick one. Another guitar thing. What do we got here? Let's take a look. Okay, look at all that low in there. Look at that. That's way below 50. There's nothing going on down there, right? So let's fix that. I'm dragging it across. Not hearing anything. That's the bottom part of the guitar, right? So I'd say this is probably good there. Let's take a look at what's being lost here. Or we got rid of all this noise. Look at that noise. That could have been just the microphone. Oh, let me freeze it really quick so we can see it. Okay. So that low end there, you see, that could have just been the mic stand with the mic on it, and it's a wooden floor. That's all that takes. And the thump of the speaker is being transferred down through the floor into the mic stand. Right? Okay. There's some high-end stuff in here that's really high also. Let's just give it a quick listen and see what we can take out. Hear the little clicks there. All right, so that's pretty safe. I kept the clicks in there. Let's see what we took out. You can see it all there. The weird stuff like a 20K. I mean, it's just not needed. It's just going to clash. Leave that for the cymbals. Leave that for stuff that really goes all the way up there. So there you go. That's how it works. I'll do a quick vocal thing. Check that out. This is like some sort of sample. Okay. Same thing here. We got the super low end thing. It's not needed. So there you go with that. I took out all this low end. That's not needed. That's that light gray again. That's what we took out. This purple is what's actually in the sound. Now there's some stuff on the high end here. I'm not that convinced the vocals are going quite that high. They're probably going high, but not like that. Let's see. Okay. I don't taking 12K and above out. That's definitely going to take off like the overtones of the vocals. But let's. That's better. And you can see all this stuff over here. It's just not there. I'll listen to it again. That's what I'm taking out. Super highs. Okay, and then the only thing I'm going to say is, if we go back to the tom, like I said, you can EQ now the actual sound of the tom. If the tom is in tune, this is the only low end I would want to use, because you see how it's, it's hard to do this with a guitar or something that's moving around. You want to EQ things, maybe something sticking out, you can take that out. But here, if I turn that off now, but that's the sound of the tom. So, I want to bring that out, so as you can see, I kind of make the cue kind of resemble that. And again, you see all the cut we're taking out here, all this craziness. I mean, look at all that. That is just going to clash with everything. Same with the highs here. Taking out that little click, because I really don't want to hear that click, honestly. I'm willing to take that out for this sound. I want more like this 5K click maybe, which is, it's that. I really like the CQ because you can listen to what you're taking out. Like this is the 500K thing that I hate, right? So if I boosted that, you'd really hear it. That cardboard sound, I don't want that in there. I don't like that either. Let's take that out first. It's a high tom. Sounds really good. I'll take the EQ off. It's off. Turn it back on now. Okay, so anyway, that's a little bit of filtering, a little bit of EQing. You really don't need more than 3 bands to EQ drums usually. You're just taking the garbage out, the proximity effect in the mids, and then reinforce the lows and highs. And yeah, there you go. I hope that was informative.